Howdy everybody, it's your pal Misty. Sit back, relax, and enjoy this What I Eat Wednesday. So as those of you who have been following along know, I've been not feeling the best, very congested, eyes on fire. I'm still having a little bit of that. The eyes aren't quite as on fire, but they're still watering a lot. The congestion is heavier in the morning. It kind of breaks up as we go through the day. Trying all the things like I talked about. So I've tried going gluten-free, which is what you will see in this video. I've also done several days of dairy-free, some of which will be included in a future video. And sadly, none of it made me feel any better. It didn't make me feel any worse, so that's good. I do actually think the gluten has made me feel, or the lack of not having those breads and tortillas every day, haven't really helped my congestion as much, but I think maybe I do feel better now that it's been just about 2 weeks since I've really had any gluten products. I don't have any that I'm aware of, but there might be some snuck in into one or two things. So I don't want to say I've been 100% gluten-free, but extremely limiting comparative to earlier. So that's what you'll see in this video. Now, in full disclosure, I don't know why I'm having a problem with these What I Eat in a Day videos. Last time I somehow deleted or missed the first part of the egg bites, and on this video, I really thought I took a video of the salad that I made. I even talked about it last week and was so excited about it because it was delicious. I went to put it in and realized there was no video. So I apologize, but know that on one of the meals that I had for this day, I had my first salad in like almost a month because I was doing the pantry challenge and didn't have any fresh veggies. So I had a big old salad. I actually ended up having 2 bowls of the salad that I made, as far as I used romaine and then some of the butter lettuce that I have. You will see the butter lettuce in what I had for a later lunch / dinner that day. Excuse me. And in the salad, along with the lettuce, of course, I had some olives, some pickles, some egg. I had some cheese that day. I had to think back. I did have cheese on that day because it was gluten-free, not dairy-free at that time. So, again, had a big salad with some ranch. It was delicious. I'm sure I'll have more. In fact, I've already had 2 or 3 more salads this week since then. And if I had realized the video didn't film, I could have just fit it in. You would have never known. But that's the way it works sometimes. So let's jump in and show you what else I ate. I was still a little hungry after the salad. So here we have some butter lettuce leaves with 2 pieces of turkey, 2 pieces of bacon. There is 1 piece of Havarti cheese split amongst all 3 of them, and then a little bit of mustard and mayonnaise because that makes everything delicious. One of my gluten-free options is these Quest nacho cheese protein chips. They're a Dorito type chip. The cheese doesn't really taste like Doritos. The texture's a little bit off, but they definitely work as a good chip substitute. And then I had meal prepped some chaffles. My chaffles are literally just the mozzarella cheese and egg. For those of you who don't know, a chaffle is basically a cheese waffle. There are approximately 472,000 varieties, so I just go with the basic. I have 4 pieces of bacon on there, so you basically have a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich where the egg and the cheese is your bread. Total combined carbs on this, 4 for the chips, 1 for the bacon, probably 1 for the cheese. Some people count eggs, some people don't. So we'll say 7 carbs for this little gluten-free meal. I got a little excited about dessert. I decided to make waffles because, I don't know, it sounded good with maple syrup, and the maple syrup sounded sweet and delicious. This is the Birch Bender waffle mix. One serving is 2 waffles. If you actually follow the directions, it makes 4. But one serving, which is this size, is 5 net carbs. It smells amazing. The maple syrup, it just smells really good. I'm so excited. I'm not going to have bacon or eggs or anything, but I am looking forward to having this for breakfast one day. This is gluten free as well, which hopefully will help the congestion. That will remain to be seen. And this is going to end it for the day. And there we have it, a day of gluten-free eating. So the salad, although delicious, and I did basically have 2 bowls of it, I had it kind of early because I was excited. So it was probably only around like 10:30 or 11 when I had it. So that's why I got hungry and did the lettuce wraps. You can do the lettuce wraps with any type of lettuce, but there are a few reasons why I love that buttered lettuce. One is because of it's a very neutral flavor. Maybe a little bit stronger of a flavor than spinach as far as being like a neutral flavor, but nowhere is like in the spectrum of like chard or kale or anything like that. So I really like the butter lettuce. I also like it because I get like a live head of butter lettuce in a plastic container, and I just put that whole thing in the crisper. And now I'd only done it twice before I started my pantry challenge, but it lasted well over probably almost 2 weeks, or maybe even over 2 weeks, I should say. Definitely over a week, which when you get romaine lettuce in the bags or even just a regular head of lettuce, they just don't seem to last quite as long as the butter lettuce. So I like it because it gives me those big leaves. Again, it was just some lunch meat, cheese, mayonnaise, and mustard, because mayonnaise and mustard is an awesome combination. And then the little bit of bacon. So you saw that. Then for more of a dinner, I had the chaffle, which was, I guess, a breakfast for dinner because it's bacon, egg, and cheese, where the egg and the cheese are your bread, while you're gluten-free. And then those Birch Bender pancakes, or waffles rather. It's Birch Bender Keto pancake mix, but you can make pancakes or waffles. The only difference is the waffle calls for coconut oil. So delicious, really good. Not like a waffle. I mean, I love me some waffles. I can throw some waffles down my mouth, or pancakes. Just eat, they delicious, and I can eat so many, and just slather them in peanut butter, which the Birch Benders are good with peanut butter as well. But they were a little bit grainy. Not sure if that's because I didn't mix it well enough. I've seen some other reviews where they say it's just sort of grainy. It's sort of like if you've ever had like a grainy protein bar, how it's not as smooth a consistency as you would expect. It's got a little bit of chew to it, sort of. But overall, it's really good, and a gluten-free alternative. So I was very happy with the choices that I made on that day. Also had just some regular like meat and veg during the week. I just wasn't sure how entertaining it would be to see a video with broccoli and Brussels sprouts and lots of green beans, because the tiny green beans in the air fryer are my favorite. Brussels sprouts probably my second favorite. So I had a lot of that. If you want to see stuff like that too, I mean, let me know. I'll be happy to take some videos of, some steak or some beef or some chicken with some vegetables. I just thought it'd be a little bit more entertaining to see other types of foods that you can eat on a keto diet that aren't just your standard meat and vegetable, because people get really tired and think that that's very limiting. So I like to kind of show some of my more not typical of what people think of keto. Those of us on keto, a chaffle is very typical. Some type of protein pancake is probably very typical for a lot of people, but for people not on keto, they're not always aware those options are out there. So if you want to just see a standard what I ate in a day, where I ate like some salad and some meat and vegetable, I'll be happy to include one of those too. The next one I'll probably do, it may be a dairy-free day, because I have done some dairy-free days and still have some dairy-free products left to use. Unfortunately, the gluten-free and dairy didn't really help with what I was hoping it would help with, but it is what it is. You try all the things, and sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. I do feel a little bit better without all the gluten, so although the sandwiches and tortillas were delicious, definitely not a multiple time a day or even everyday type of food product for Misty. So learned that lesson and gonna carry that through for the rest of the journey. Those will be more of a treat for me. Overall, doing pretty well. I hope you have enjoyed these videos. Thank you for subscribing. For those of you who are new here, I appreciate it. Like this video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't like it. Engagement is engagement on the channel, and we're still moving closer to that 100 subs. Well, hopefully we'll start moving again closer to that 100 subs. I will put out a video every Sunday, like I said. They did change the timing. I used to put it out at 2 o'clock Central, but now for some reason YouTube is only letting me do quarter hour. So 1:45 or 2:15. I did 2:15 on this last Sunday. I don't know if it'll switch back, so it'll be sometime around 2 o'clock on Sundays. You should receive a video. And then I'm going to try to keep up the what I eat on Wednesdays, and if I still feel as good as I feel today, which, I mean, it's not great, but as long as I keep feeling this well, even though it's going to rain every day this week, I plan on having a fun Friday out this week. If not, probably definitely next week. But those Sunday videos you should always get. The Wednesdays and Friday ones are bonus right now, but I'm trying to keep consistent, especially with the Wednesday and Sunday. So let me know what you think. I hope this schedule works for you. If not, guess what? The wonderful thing about YouTube is you can watch it whenever. You don't have to watch the What I Eat Wednesday on a Wednesday. You can watch it on a Monday. You could watch it on a Saturday. It doesn't really matter, but I would appreciate it if you watched it. Subscribe to this channel if you liked it. Comment down below. Have you tried dairy-free, gluten-free for allergies? Did it help? Did it not help? Do you have any other suggestions about allergies? Because Zyrtec just isn't, it's not working. My transition into fall is normally not nearly as bad as my transition into spring or from spring to summer, but this year's been a little bit rough. That's 2020 for you, I guess, so not complaining, just, you got any suggestions, I'll be happy to listen to them. I may not take them, but I'll be happy to get them, because one of them may strike a chord and I may give it a go. But that's all I have for you today. Again, I appreciate you coming along with me on this journey, and until next time, I'll see you real soon.